Hello and welcome to Lady Wisdom Speaks Academy and also to Catherine's Garden. Well, today is the day before Thanksgiving, the pre-Thanksgiving Day celebration. And I've decided to come up with a recipe for pumpkin pie. Just looking at the pumpkin, I decided that I was going to make a pumpkin pie from the pumpkin that I grew in my garden. Yes, this particular garden, Catherine's garden. And I decided that I was going to think of the concept of from garden to table. I just wanted to show you how my two pumpkins are coming along. They're doing very, very well over here. Soon I will harvest them, bring them in with the others. What does that mean? And especially with this Thanksgiving Day season, this is really the time to think about that, because we want to give thanks for everything. And I want to give thanks for the ability to plant the seed of a pumpkin, to see it develop and grow and produce a pumpkin for me to eat, to share with my family and my loved ones. So I'm going through this whole process, this whole meditation in this season. And today just happens to be the first day of winter. So we are going into a new season, a season of rest, a season of contemplation, a season of thanksgiving and being grateful and gratitude. The idea of being grateful, yes, being grateful for all the good things that God has done for us. And in doing that, I'm producing and coming up with something that I've never done before, which is to make an original pumpkin pie. Not a store-bought pie, because I usually go to the store and pick up a pumpkin pie. But no, a pumpkin pie that I have made and created from scratch, from the planting the seed all the way through harvesting the pumpkin and now making the actual pumpkin pie. So follow me through the process. Yes, I'm going to Perrier my pumpkin, make some pumpkin Perrier. And then I'm going to create the pumpkin sauce, the filling, the ingredients, and put together my own original crust. Bake it, and we're going to see what happens next. I know it's going to taste good. Yes, I do. And add a little ice cream, vanilla ice cream on the side. I think that's going to make it perfect for this Thanksgiving Day. I want to make a pumpkin pie with this pumpkin, and I want to puree this pumpkin myself. And I found this recipe on YouTube, and I really want to try it out. I also have this butternut squash here too, and the person said that we could actually use any of our squashes to create a Perrier or filling, a pie filling. And seeing that this is Thanksgiving week and tomorrow is Thanksgiving, I want to try this out and see how this pie is going to work out. I'm going to make my own pie crust, and I don't know, I'm going to be original about it. So come with me as I go through the process. We shall see what it turns out to be. But isn't the pumpkin pretty? Yeah, I grew it in my garden, Catherine's Garden. So if you're not subscribed to Catherine's Garden, called Catherine's Garden of LWS. That's Lady Wisdom Speaks, Catherine's Garden of LWS. And you'll see a lot of gardening videos that will show you how I grew this pumpkin, and also about the squash. the butternut squash. Now I had about 80 or so butternut squash throughout the season, and I grew about, let's see, about 7 pumpkins, and I have 3 more left on my mantle, and this is the 4th one, and I'm going to cut this one up, puree it, and puree it. I think it's pronounced puree it. Make pumpkin puree and make a pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. Let's see if we can get this all done. Thank you. Continue to watch and see.
InspiredTaste.net, and welcome to our kitchen.
We've got a quick video for you this time. We're showing you how to make homemade pumpkin puree to be used in pies, pancakes, and more. Start with a small baking pumpkin. The label usually says sugar pumpkin or pie pumpkin. Larger carving pumpkins, like the ones during Halloween, are not ideal for this. Cut the pumpkin in half by piercing a sharp knife down one side, turning and doing the same on the other.
Well, that's what I'm going to do here with this pumpkin.
When both sides are
I'm going to
simply pull them.
open it up and pull out the seeds,
Next, scoop out the seeds.
roast it, and go through this full process here as they have.
Lightly season with salt.
And
Place the halves cut side down onto a
then I'm going to put it on the baking sheet and
bake until the pumpkin is really soft.
then put it in the oven, make it soft and ready. And this is the part that I found very interesting.
And the kitchen smells great.
Oh, and if you're wondering, you can absolutely do this with other winter squashes.
Yeah, so now I have all those butternut squash, so I can do this with the butternut squash too.
Throw it into the bowl of a food processor.
I don't have a food processor, but I have a NutriBullet, and I'm going to use that
Until the pumpkin
and blend and make it smooth and use it to make my pumpkin
And that's
pie.
it. Easy homemade pumpkin puree ready for your
Now, isn't that nice and easy?
Be sure to check out our pumpkin pie recipe video.
Yeah.
Happy baking. Thanks for watching. If you love this video, we have lots more. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and say hi on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.
Because I've never done this before, I had to definitely go on YouTube and find a video on how to puree the pumpkin. And so I really like their inspired style recipe. Ooh, this came out pretty easy. Their way of doing it. So I'm going to just cut this pumpkin in half. Wow, that's what it looks like inside. You can see all those seeds too. So I'm going to scrape out the seeds, and I might just roast these seeds, and we'll have pumpkin seeds as well. So let me get a spoon. I think my hand might be easier. Trying to do it so fancy. It's a lot of seeds. Could you think about it? Each of these seeds comprise a pumpkin plant. I think I'm going to save some of these seeds too to plant in the garden next year. That's one down. Here's the other side. Oh, thank God for my instant tools. Thank God for my ready-made tools, my hands. and fingers. Look at those seeds. Hopefully this will be enough pie filling. Hopefully this would be enough pie filling to fill the pie. Maybe I should have chosen a bigger one, but we'll work with what we have. Alright, so I scooped it out. Look at all of these seeds. Wow. I could possibly have pumpkins growing all throughout my yard next year. Pumpkin vines, that is. Wow, next year I could probably have a whole lot of pumpkin plants and pumpkin vines growing throughout my yard next spring. Planting these seeds. Okay, let me not get distracted by the seeds. Okay, so I have them halved, and I'm going to just put some salt on it. Just try and get it to fit. There we go. And then now I'm going to just put it in the oven. I think I'm going to put it to bake at 350 and just leave it there. So I've just finished roasting my pumpkin seeds and also my pumpkin puree the pumpkin. But here are the seeds. Now let me try it out. So let me try it out. The pumpkin seeds. Very crunchy. So I turned it over so that you could see what it looks like in the inside after it's been baked. So it's nice and soft and tender. And what I'm doing is actually just scooping out the inside here. Scooping it out and pouring it in to this bowl. Just kind of, it's so easy to manipulate here. So I've scooped it out, and that's what it looks like. And here it is in the bowl. I'm going to put the rest of it in the bowl, and we'll work from there. There was even some like sugar, I think, from it. Do you see that? It's very sweet, very good. I used my NutriBullet RX to puree the pumpkin and to create the pumpkin filling. And it wasn't that difficult. I just put it in there and let it blend, and I had a nice smooth product of pumpkin so that I can make the filling. So stay tuned for the rest of the process of making the pumpkin pie. Thank you so much for watching, and see you for part 2 coming tomorrow. Bye!